Hey, 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 party people. What's up? Surprise shoot the ish because I am not going to get a long form video out anytime soon. I don't have the time or the bandwidth with this new job. And along with the new job, how are you guys doing? Because for me, this is, I've been on this job for like a week and a half, and I have been completely in a flare up, like a crazy one. um, yeah, a crazy one. But I think it's all due to it's due to everything because it's a huge adjustment. It's a huge change. It's a huge identity shift because this job in particular, it's a completely different dynamic than my 9 to 5 corporate job that I used to have. And it's a completely different dynamic from the one-to-one coaching that I used to do. Obviously, it's different from my Heart Minded Living Co business, which is more of a digital product suite and service offering that I'm just building on the side. It's my little like passion project. Heart Minded Living Co. If you guys want to join in on the Secret Healing Collective Club that we're in, I want it to be global. I've talked about this in a lot of my other videos. Come join. We have merch. It's really, really, really cute. Um, and yeah, so I am adjusting to all of that on top of, obviously, now that I'm working close to full time again, it's figuring out how to balance that within my home, with my kids, with my husband. He's had to pivot a lot too. And then you throw in a little flare up in there, a lot of adjustment, but I think it's all good. Um, I'm in a weird space. I want if you guys watch this or if you hop on, whoever comes on or watches this later, let me know in the comments what you think or your experience. But I'm in a weird space where this job is kind of like perfect for me, and it's been so intellectually stimulating. And I even I recognize that even though I've been flaring up physically, because as we do, like Helmet talks about this from the Mindful Gardener, where like even if you start anything or you add in new stimuli, especially if it's exciting, then you're gonna. Did you hear my dishwasher? I'm just realizing it's getting loud. I just loaded the dishwasher. Um, that's added stimuli. That's increased stimuli. So your nervous system is gonna try to figure out. But I've what's happening with me currently is this new job is very intellectually stimulating. I actually feel like um, my brain is working better. Like it's processing information so effectively, so much better. I'm actually, I'm actually, I say that I'm processing so much faster, and here I am catching my words. I think because my brain's going so fast, but because it has been inundated with so much information in such a very little amount of time. But I feel like my brain is sharper, it's moving quicker, it's able to handle all this data sets that's coming in really quickly. So that's been really impressive. So mentally, I'm seeing major improvement. Physically, she freaking out. The nervous system is freaking out, but for good reason. I get it. um, I feel like actually I went out on a walk on this beautiful sunny fall day, and I was just like, I was just strolling along doing my little walk and talk, and I'm like, I feel reborn as my new self. Like I feel intellectually stimulated again. I feel like, and it's a great paying job, so I feel like confidence is coming back. Not that my confidence was linked to how much money I make or anything like that, but I think for me to be able to have gotten this job and so quickly made me feel like, oh my god, I do have skills, like billable skills, you know. Because when you're on this journey and you're like your whole identity has been shaken so much, you kind of like, you're like, oh my, what do I offer? What do I have to offer the world? And then even consciously, if you know what you have to offer, subconsciously it doesn't really believe that, right? You kind of have to like prod it and like move it along, and that's why there's so much resistance in that, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I was walking along and I'm like, I feel new, I feel renewed, I feel strong, and also so flared up. It's the dichotomy. I feel like I'm literally embodying. Oh, I thought someone was coming. I thought I literally feel like I'm embodying the dichotomy of my new life and my old life simultaneously at the same time, and it is such a weird place to be in, let me just say. Like, I feel like I have one foot in my new life and I have one foot that is resisting so much, but in all of it, I'm at peace with all of it, even though to experience it is not fun. I feel at peace at it. I kind of love it, the discomfort, if that makes sense. Uh, really weird place to be. Let me know if you guys resonate or not. It's kind of weird. So, yeah, many, many changes. Speaking of many changes, if you guys follow the Mindful Gardener, he made an announcement. Him and Sam made an announcement last week, right? Or a couple days ago, that they are departing ways. Sam Miller is now forming her own YouTube channel, The Great Allowing, which is fabulous. And Helmet is going to maintain the Mindful Gardener. So they have departed. I haven't talked to Helmet personally or directly about it. We talked about something else. For like just work related. I'm still gonna moderate his Facebook. I mean, I told him I still have bandwidth to moderate his Facebook, but other than that, with this new job, I don't have any more bandwidth to do anything else. Even though I want to, because I love Helmet. I love the Mindful Gardener. It has helped me so much to just drill the allowing element to the recovery journey, which is all of it. It's basically the biggest component of this whole journey, because it is, as you know, it is so difficult. It is so difficult. Every part of us wants to accept the self, but the ego part of us wants to resist it so much, and that's where the added suffering comes from. So I haven't talked to him directly about like what happened or anything like that, if anyone was curious, but I want to be respectful about it. And I just wish them both well on their endeavors. I'm still going to help Helmet out in the way that I can, because I resonate with him a lot, because he's the only one going out there saying, you feel like shit the whole time. You know, and you ask for more of it and you allow it all. So, and I love Sam's perspective. I studied Carl Jung a little bit in university, but her deep diving into with her essays, her video essays, on top of embodying it and going through the journey myself, it has blown open my consciousness, I guess. It has blown everything open. And it has been a tenderizer of an experience, as we all know. So I just wish them well. And I always know when there's an unexpected departure or something like this happens, it may seem like a bummer, which it is, of course, because I did think that they worked well together. They offered they had a robust offering of things. But also I know that when new things happen, or if there's departures or things like that, it opens the quantum field up for newness, for space, for other things to move in that might be more fitting or aligned, so we're just going to watch and see what happens. I think everyone is well intentioned. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, to be honest, but I am going to believe that it's all working out for everyone's greatest good, right? So I wanted to address that. If you've been on my channel, you know I'm a big Taylor Swift fan. So let's talk the life of a showgirl real quick. And before I have to, let's talk life of the showgirl. Okay. I hated it the first day that I listened to it. And I tweeted about it, and I'm going to read it on here because I want to. Oh, it looks like I can't even pull it up. Hold on. Okay, so I hated it. I was like, this doesn't match what I was expecting. Here, I'm going to read it verbatim off of my Twitter just because I think it's very, very funny. Well, not funny, but I talk about Taylor Swift so much on my channel. I have shorts that are still scheduled to be published talking about the immense impact she's having on the collective. So I'm going to bring this up to you. I'm going to read this to you guys, whether you care or not. You can sign off or fast forward or whatever. Okay, I wrote October 3rd when it released. I've been a Taylor Swift fan since 1989, her album. Not a Swiftie, as I mentioned in my Taylor Swift video, my Taylor Swift specific video, but an admirer of another fellow musician. I was expecting, hold on, I think I lost you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. I was expecting the life of a showgirl to be vibrant and bombastic like a 1989 2.0, or crisp and punchy like Red. Sadly, the album did not deliver. It sounds as if Taylor instructed Max Martin, notoriously known for intoxicating production, to soften, mute, and undramatize the songs. On each listen, I'm craving more. Give me more sounds, more oomph, more power, more color, especially for a showgirl album. Where is the theater? Can you tell I'm an old theater kid? So dramatic. Okay. That being said, Eldest Daughter, with its brilliant lyric, every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter. Every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter. I'm an eldest daughter, guys. I talk about this in my videos. So that line hits so well. Is the best track on the album. A part of me feels like this album is the Emperor's New Clothes situation, where blind listeners and ever so faithful Swifties are being weeded out for fawning over a mediocre and lackluster album. And the rest of us are accepting the fact that Taylor, with all her accolades and joie de vivre, I hope I said that, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, is still an imperfect human capable of putting out a meh album. In short, is this album bangers on bangers? No. The skips outweigh the bangers markedly so. Okay, that was my first impression, but I had to keep listening to it. And so I listened to it all day yesterday, and I listened to it all morning today. And you guys, I love it. What the heck? I love it. Today, it is bangers on bangers. Like, what is this voodoo magic? What is this? Yeah, I even updated that tweet yesterday as I was working. I wrote, the album is growing on me and I'm trying to figure out why. For context, it is currently serving as the backdrop of me working on my laptop on the couch in a childless home because my husband took the kids out so I could work. It's a crisp, warm, and sunny fall day, much like today. Just gorgeous. And the album is hitting, all caps, right now. I guess environment matters. That's what I wrote. So unhinged. Because, yeah, I was sitting there working. Like, thankfully, my husband took the kids out and I was able to do that because we have a big project that's due tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I was like, why is every track hitting the spot right now? It's like, this is so good. And then I was doing the dishes and I kind of make it like a little game for myself. I when I do the dishes, I kind of I pick an album. And like, this is a short album, right? It's one of Taylor's shortest albums. Like, I like to do it with Olivia Rodrigo because she has 2 short albums as well, Sour and Guts. But I'll put on a short album and I'll try to get all the dishes and pots done before the album is done, right? So yeah, sometimes it does take me 45 minutes to an hour to do all the dishes, but that's because there's pots, all that takes time and to load the dishwasher. And I'm a family of 5, okay? So it's not like I'm slow. We have a lot of dishes and pots and stuff all the time. So even this morning, I'm loading the dishwasher And I'm like, why is every single song hitting right now? It is so like, why? I still wish the production was better. I'm actually a little shocked that this is a Max Martin production. It's a Max Martin and Shellback production. It doesn't sound like it to me. But now that I keep listening to it, I'm like, I kind of get what they were going for with this album. They were trying to make it Motowny, you know. Um, it's still pop, not as many synths, though it's still in there. I kind of wonder after her Midnight's album came out, I like didn't like Antonoff. I didn't like him very much because I didn't like the Midnight's album very much either, actually. Uh, it just sounded empty. And then The Life of the Showgirl, my first impression was this album sounds so empty. Like, I want vibrance. Like, I want, like that. It's a show, or at least that's what I perceive. But now, everyone's like, the argument is that it's called The Life of a Showgirl. It's not a showgirl album. I get it. But yeah, I am finding, surprisingly so, that the more I listen to this freaking album, it is bangers on bangers. Like, what? Like, why? How does she do this? Why am I taking it in this way? So I don't know, you guys, but I did find myself waking up this morning. Actually, the first night I listened to it, I was like, there's no melodies here that I will remember at all. And then I woke up this morning and all the melodies are stuck in my head. Like, I think in her, what did she say in her New Heights podcast episode? She said something like the melodies hit so hard or something like that. Like, so they're so infectious that you're almost mad at it. Yeah, it is. I get it. Like, I have Elizabeth Taylor, like that's stuck in my head. Like, there's so many. So I don't know. But I hated it at first. And now I love it. What? I don't know. So, and you guys, look, if you've been following my videos, look, we took all the decor down from our tiny home that I said that we usually leave birthday decor up for as long as humanly possible. But we took it all down, which is great. Feels like a clean slate. I took a picture and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to furnish my home. There's a specific look that I'm going for. And we've always had to put it on hold because of what I've been going through with this chronic illness recovery journey thing and not having money. But now I'm working and pulling us out of that. So yeah, we're gonna move forward with our lives. And then there was one more thing I wanted to address on this live. Oh, do you guys use ChatGPT to assess your dreams? Okay, I had two very, very vivid symbolic dreams recently. And I asked ChatGPT to interpret it and assess it. Oh my God, you guys, amazing. The answer, the robust answer that Chat gave me, like I have historically paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get a psychological interpretation of those dreams. Like, we're talking like integrating subconscious, what do you call it? Not artifacts, archetypes. If you want to get Jungian about it, like integrating symbolism, metaphors, allegories, images, and then what that means for the narrative and what your subconscious brain is possibly trying to communicate to you. Yeah, AI is crazy, guys. I don't know. I take everything with a grain of salt, but my goodness, its interpretation and analysis of my dream was right on the money. And it spoke to the thing that was scary about it was that it included context of my life that I just thought about privately in my head and did not write down. Like, I didn't communicate it electronically or digitally or like orally like on my YouTube, but for some reason Chat's GPT's response like picked up on all of that. So I am impressed. I am scared. I am nervous. But yeah, I think highly recommend you guys, like, if you have vivid dreams, especially if you're on this mind body subconscious brain recovery journey, whatever, brain rewiring and stuff like that, I say like ask ChatGPT to analyze and interpret your dream, because you might be surprised at what returns. And of course, you have autonomy, you can take it or not. But for me, it was right on the money, and which is kind of wild. So I don't know what the implications of that would mean, but you know, that's how it goes. So, okay, you guys, if you're catching this later, can you write in the comments and let me know how you're doing? If you're okay, you know, if you're flaring up. I reached out to a friend and I was like, okay, I need your encouragement or just reminders, because this flare up is kind of nuts, but I know what's happening and I'm not bummed about it. But I could use a little reassurance because it is quite intense. But I know it's a good intensity because we want these things to happen. Just, you know, as you go along on the journey, like Sam and Helmet's advice and basically everyone's advice in the mind body space that you've heard along, you know, over the years, it all just like makes sense as you move along. You know what I mean? So, all right, you guys. Let me know how you're doing. Very curious. And I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay, bye, you guys.